Hi, I'm Noah Smith, and this channel is for anyone looking to grow from within, blending spirituality, philosophy, and personal development in a real, grounded way. If you're going through something difficult, maybe a loss, a challenge at work, or just the stress of everyday life, know that you're not alone. Suffering is part of being human, no matter where we are. But there is a lighter way to move through it, and that's what I want to share with you today. In this video, I'll walk you through 3 powerful teachings from Zen and Buddhist wisdom. These insights can shift how you relate to pain, helping you find more clarity, calm, and compassion for yourself. But first, I invite you to pause and reflect. What is the biggest challenge you're facing right now? Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and just notice, what do you feel? If you'd like, share your story in the comments, and if this message resonates with you, send it to someone who may need it too. Let's grow together in kindness, awareness, and truth. Ready? Let's begin. Everything in life is always changing. From the seasons to our emotions, relationships, and even our bodies. Nothing stays the same forever. Zen philosophy calls this It may sound simple, but truly understanding this can bring deep peace. When we accept that life flows like waves, we stop clinging so tightly. Trying to hold on to people, moments, or feelings is like trying to hold water. It slips through our fingers. Buddhism teaches that much of our suffering comes from resisting change. We want joy to last forever and pain to disappear instantly. But life doesn't work like that. Every emotion, good or bad, is temporary. The more we accept this, the lighter we feel. Even the happiest moments will pass, and that's okay. Knowing they're temporary helps us cherish them fully while they last, without fear of losing them. Letting go doesn't mean not caring, it means caring with awareness. Like watching autumn leaves fall, we understand it's part of a natural cycle. In our own lives, endings make space for new beginnings. Learning to embrace change, rather than fear it, opens the door to more peace, compassion, and freedom. Change isn't the enemy, it's the nature of everything. A Zen monk once said that life is like a finger snap, brief, fleeting, but meaningful. Everything around us is constantly changing. The sunrise, the clouds, our emotions. When we understand that joy and pain are just passing visitors, not permanent states, we begin to feel lighter. A helpful tip is to ask yourself, during difficult emotions, will this last forever? Almost always, the answer is no. And that alone brings relief. The mind, however, often doesn't let us rest. The Buddha warned that the mind can be more dangerous than any snake, because it creates suffering out of fear, comparison, and worry. We all experience this. Thoughts that spin endlessly, emotions that seem overwhelming, and an inner voice that judges. Mastering the mind doesn't mean controlling every thought. That's impossible. It means stepping back, observing without believing everything the mind says, and choosing where we place our attention. Next time you feel a strong emotion rising, pause and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Can I just observe this emotion without being carried away? It may sound easy, but it's deeply powerful. Simply noticing what you're feeling without judging it creates space inside you. That space is where calm and clarity can grow, even during moments of emotional intensity. Mastering the mind isn't something you achieve overnight. It's a daily practice, a quiet commitment. The mind is like a wild horse, restless, reactive, but with gentle persistence, patience, and compassion, it becomes a trusted companion. Don't expect instant results. Real transformation happens slowly, through repetition and kindness. The goal is not control, but awareness. The ability to respond, rather than react. Another key to transforming suffering is understanding the healing power of human connection and the values we live by. We are social by nature. It's part of our DNA. Since ancient times, our survival and emotional health have depended on the strength of our relationships. When we feel connected, seen, and valued, we heal faster and grow stronger. Love, kindness, and belonging are some of the most powerful medicines for the soul. We live in a time of digital connection, but many feel more alone than ever. Excessive individualism, the constant chase for status, appearance, and external approval, these things pull us away from what really matters. When shallow values replace deep ones, we lose touch with meaning. The result is an inner emptiness that no amount of money or success can truly fill. Empathy is the ability to feel what someone else feels. Solidarity takes it further. It means acting to help, support, or uplift another person. Teaching empathy and compassion from childhood is essential. It's not enough to educate minds. We must also educate hearts. When we raise kind, respectful, and socially aware people, we create societies that are more fair, peaceful, and emotionally healthy. We can learn so much from traditional cultures, indigenous, African, Asian, where community is central. In those places, healing happens through rituals, songs, shared meals, and collective support. They remind us that we're not alone. Our emotions matter, and our actions affect others. Living in harmony with one another is not just spiritual, it is practical and essential for a balanced life. During hard times in my life, What saved me wasn't a spiritual technique. It was people, real conversations, hugs, the presence of someone who truly cared. That's what brought me back. If you're feeling lonely today, look for small chances to connect. A kind word, a heartfelt message, or reaching out for help. These steps can open doors to healing. Every step towards someone is also a step back to yourself. Silence, the sacred space of consciousness. Silence here is not simply the absence of sound or external noise. It is something much deeper than a quality of presence. A state where the mind slows down and we are able to look within, free from distractions, judgments, or resistance. Imagine your mind as a lake. When it is stirred by the wind, the waters become murky, and you can't see what lies beneath. Silence is like the calm that stills the lake, allowing the water to become clear and revealing. It is in this space of silence that we connect with our true essence, where we find answers that the rush of daily life often keeps us from hearing. In practice, cultivating this silence can be as simple as setting aside a few minutes of your day to pause, breathe deeply, and just be present with yourself. Acceptance, embracing reality with compassion. Accepting reality as it is may be the greatest challenge of all. Our natural tendency is to resist what hurts, to deny what bothers us, to fight against circumstances we don't like. But this resistance creates an endless cycle of suffering, because the more we resist reality, the more pain we create for ourselves. Acceptance doesn't mean passivity, conformity, or giving up. Acceptance means looking at what is happening, a loss, a frustration, a fear, and saying to yourself, I see this, I feel this, and it's okay to feel this. This attitude opens the door to transformation, because when we stop wasting energy trying to change what cannot yet be changed, we begin to redirect our strengths toward what is within our reach, our choices, our thoughts, and our actions. Zen and the art of living in the now. Zen teaches us that life is made of unique, unrepeatable moments, and that peace comes when we surrender to the present without resistance. It's not easy. Acceptance is a process, a daily practice that requires patience, but it is the path to freeing ourselves from the suffering that arises from the constant struggle against what is. Practical exercise for silence and acceptance. Choose a moment in your day to pause for a few minutes. It could be upon waking, before bed, or during any quiet interval. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths, feeling the air moving in and out. Observe what is happening within you. Thoughts, sensations, emotions. Don't try to change anything, just observe. If a difficult emotion arises, such as sadness or anxiety, welcome it with a gentle thought. It's okay to feel this right now. Let silence do its work, bringing calm and clarity. These two practices, silence and acceptance, together create a solid foundation for a more balanced life. Suffering doesn't magically disappear, but it stops being an unbearable enemy. To reduce your suffering and live with more serenity, remember these three truths. Everything is impermanent. Learn to live in the present and let go of what passed. Master your mind. Practice mindfulness so you're no longer a slave to negative thoughts. Cultivate connection and values. Strengthen your relationships and live with empathy and respect. And beyond these, embrace silence and acceptance as allies on your journey. These teachings are not just words. They are paths to a lighter, happier life. If this content resonated with you, please leave a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and tell me in the comments, which of these 3 lessons will you start applying today? I'm Noah Smith. Thank you so much for being here with me. See you in the next video.